We're keeping an eye on Bitcoin. On the move here this morning, it's up by about 4.2%. Of course, cryptocurrency markets don't close. So ultimately, you've got an intraday look at where things are moving here for Bitcoin. But take a look at Ethereum as well here. You're seeing that flat, just barely to the downside. Not all crypto ETFs are created equal here. Of course, there's been so much focus on Bitcoin and especially around the ETF approvals. We've seen multiple revisions and amendments submitted back to the SEC. It's expected that we could see some approvals start to roll through this week. And if we do, it'll be interesting to watch whether it's a sell the news type of event for Bitcoin specifically as a currency. But one of the huge things in our discussions that we've had in recent weeks, especially with CEOs who are very much in the throes of this industry, many of them are citing that ETF creation and ETF demand, essentially creating a floor, a nice floor here and support for price movement. Let's talk about some of that price movement. 171%, 172% higher over the past year is Bitcoin. But one of the different things that you are going to be able to see if you're comping any of the Bitcoin charts to any of the other cryptocurrencies is even as we've continued to move higher, a continued pattern of higher lows. So those higher lows rather giving us a nice step up movement here and creating some of that support. And then additionally, as you're thinking about Bitcoin, one of the huge other things to think about is what the market cap is currently sitting on. Last I checked before the show, $1.7 trillion global market cap for cryptocurrencies here. And so one of the expectations, as given to us by Dinar co-founder and CEO Lawrence Latimer, he recently told Yahoo Finance that if Bitcoin reaches gold's market cap, Bitcoin would be somewhere around $600,000 a coin, according to his projections. We also told and spoke with Riot Platform CEO Jason Les. He told us the launch of ETFs backed by Bitcoin would be an incredible tool for unlocking new pools of capital flowing into Bitcoin. Historically, a lot of investors may have had an interest in Bitcoin, have not been able to get exposure to the asset. These ETFs would allow that. So the ETFs essentially creating that nice pathway and the higher lows that we were mentioning before. And ultimately, it'll be one thing to track going forward from here to see if there are other cryptocurrencies that are able to see a rising tide in inflows as well, or if it will be more concentrated into what's been popularly known as digital gold, Bitcoin in itself here, Shauna.